Leverkusen sind wunderbar. That's right, they remain unbeaten. Can they do it? Can they remain invincible throughout the season? We're going to take a look at it, all of it, next. That's right, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at match day number 29. That's right, over in the Bundesliga. And we'll get to it in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button. You want to stop shop for the Bundesliga right here. Under one Ruski, of course. It is Leverkusen's to lose right now. 16 points clear of Bayern, who are in second. Level on points with not Dortmund. No. With Stuttgart. Goodness gracious me. They're up there. They've had a fantastic season. If Xabi Alonso is not manager of the month, then give it to the Stuttgart geezer. He's been absolutely incredible as well. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you do, smash your subscribe, boys and girls. But anyway, let's get into it. Now, it has been a bit of a bumpy week this past week, Easter week. I don't think I got predictions in for this match day, but we're going to take a long, hard look at it right here, right now. These were the games. Again, got no picks in myself, so we're all back in it, back on the saddle, heading into this week, and we're going to have a deep dive in it. But anyway, let's go over the games here. Frankfurt with a draw against Bremen, 1-1 in the end. Heidenheim, big 3-2 win over Bayern. Oh my days, that will go down in the record books. Meanwhile, Leipzig with a big 4-1 win over Freiburg, of course, to maintain their top four dreams by Leverkusen. Just the 1-0 win over Union Berlin, but they all count. 2-1 win for Köln over Bochum, of course, down the foot of the table. That was massive. Mainz the same with a big 4-0 win over Darmstadt. Stuttgart, though, wow, what a result over Dortmund. 1-0 winners for them, and Hoffenheim with a 3-1 win over Augsburg. But the result of the day was surely Mönchengladbach's win over Wolfsburg. Goodness gracious me, who are in trouble. They could actually get sucked into a relegation mess here, could Wolfsburg, but that's, of course, something for another day. That's, of course, the results. Let's take a look at the table. The table looks like this. It is Leverkusen 16 points clear over Bayern, and then there's Stuttgart level on points with them. Leipzig are in fourth. Dortmund got a bit of work to do themselves, and Frankie are joining them for company. Going down, Darmstadt and Köln. Mainz in that playoff spot right there, and then, of course, Bochum, Wolfsburg, then they're chasing back. My boys are in 11th. We're happy about that. But what about you guys? How did you guys get on over in the prediction league? Well, we're going to jump into that right about now to see if you played the game while I was absent. Well, we're thinking about it. The computer is thinking about it. We're going to fire it up right about now. Where are you? Where are you, picks? Here they come, and there they are. Here you go, folks. Here is the results of the previous weekend's action. Tennessee got himself at 8.5 points for the board there. Saki up there with 6.5. 37.7, also 6.5. Maka as well, and then the chasing pack. Pretty low scoring round there, of course. A chance for people to play catch up, you would think. But let's take a look at the current leaderboard. Well, the leaderboard looks like this. It's Zanders with 243.5 points. Costas K's up there with 239.5. Bit of a gap between the two sides, and a bit of a bigger gap between Costas K and Summer 2018. There's no changes at the top there. Saki, big mover, up 2 spots to at least number 4. Tennessee up 4 spots to number 5. And of course, some movers and shakers down the foot of the table. That's, of course, the state of play there, guys, but it could all change as it does in the next round of games. And speaking of next round of games, what some ding-dongs we have coming at you right here, right now. It is match day number 29. So let's jump in the deep end, and now we'll look at them, starting with this coming Friday, the 12th of April. It's Augsburg, it's Union Berlin. That's right, both sides. Well, actually, Augsburg doing fantastic this season. Union Berlin, not the greatest considering the previous campaigns, but they played each other 15 times since 2009. We got 5 wins for Augsburg. We got 3 wins for Union Berlin, 7 draws between the two sides. Augsburg 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 16 goals in those 15 games, 1.07 goals a game on average. Union Berlin, 42% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 4. They are 13th for 29 points for the campaign. Up against the Augsburg side, 75% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6, and they are 7th with 36 points for the season as well. Last time around, they're over at the WWK Arena in Augsburg. It was a 1-0 win for the hosts back in May 2023. The reverse fixture in Berlin, way back in November, was a 1-1 draw. The odds for this, 21-20 Augsburg, 5-2, of course, is the draw. 5-2 is, of course, your away win for Union Berlin as well. I'm sticking with a 1-1 draw, point apiece. I think Union Berlin will be happier out of the two sides. Then we have the Borussia Derby, that's right, over at Mönchengladbach in the Borussia Park. Played each other 63 times since 1992. 17 wins for Gladbach, 36 wins for Dortmund, 10 draws, of course, the biggest win for Gladbach, 5-1 win, scoring 74 goals in 63 games, 1.17 goals a game on average. Meanwhile, Dortmund, 6-0 win, the biggest, scoring 124 goals in those 63 games, 1.97 goals a game on average. 83% form for Dortmund, that's Borussia. Of course, for the last 6 games, they are 5th with 53 points for the season. Mönchengladbach, they're on 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. They are 11th with 31 points for the season as well. Last time around, though, over at Borussia Park, it was a 4-2 win for Gladbach. In fact, Borussia Mönchengladbach have won the past 2 over at Borussia Park. However, the reverse fixture over in Dortmund was a 4-2 win back in November 2023. Dortmund also in busy action in Europe this week in the Champions League, so maybe their focus will be on that. 23-10 though is your Mönchengladbach, 19-10, or 20-19 on is your Dortmund, and 3-1 is your draw. Despite their busy week, I still think Dortmund will have too much in the tank and beat my boys 3-2 win over at Borussia Park. Meanwhile, Leipzig against Wolfsburg coming at you over in Leipzig. Now these two sides played each other 22 times since 2011. 10 wins for Leipzig, 6 for Wolfsburg, 6 draws of course. The biggest win for Leipzig was a 6-1 win, scoring 34 goals in 22 matches, 1.55 goals a game. Wolfsburg though 2-0 win, the biggest, scoring 19 goals in those 22 matches, 0.86 goals a game on average. Wolfsburg just 1 win in the last 6 games. Ralf Hasenhüttl is your manager right there. They are 14th for the table, 28 points for the campaign, up against the Leipzig side, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games. 83% form for them. They are 4th with of course 53 points for the season. Last time around, they're over at Leipzig. It was a 2-2 win for Leipzig back in August 2022. The reverse fixture in Wolfsburg way back in November 2023 was a 2-1 win for Wolfsburg. In fact, this will be the 3rd time they have played each other, and of course it's been back-to-back wins for Wolfsburg, picking up the win in the DFB Pokal round 2 way back in October. The odds though for this one, we do have Leipzig 11-4 on for the victory. We have 4-1 is your draw, 13-2 of course your Wolfsburg here, which is going to be a home win on my end, 2-0 win. Leipzig with the points and moving the chains. Bayern against FC Köln, that's right, coming at you over at the Allianz Arena. Played the 50 times in 1982, 33 wins for Bayern, 6 wins for Köln. We've got 11 draws, of course. The biggest win for Bayern was an 8-0 win, scored 115 goals in those 50 matches, 2.3 goals a game on average. Köln, 3-1 win, the biggest, scoring 46 goals in those 50 matches, 0.92 goals a game. Köln on 42% form for them right now, just 42% form, just 1 win in the last 6 games. They're 17th with 22 points for the season. Against the Bayern side, 58% form for them right now. Back-to-back defeats, but they are 2nd with 60 points for the campaign as well. Last time around at the Allianz Arena, it was a 1-1 draw back in January 2023. However, Bayern picking up a 1-0 win over Köln, and they are unbeaten against them over the last 5. Who knows, a billion games, a billion competitive games. I think the last time Köln picked up a win against Bayern was a 3-2 win way back in February 2011. The odds for this one, though, Bayern are 5-1 on for the victory, 6-1 is the draw, 10-1 is your long shots. That's Köln. I'm backing the boys here, 3-0 win. Kane with a couple of goals as well. Mainz up against Hoffenheim coming at you over in Mainz. Now, these two sides have played each other 31 times since 2007, 13 wins for Mainz. We've got 9 wins for Hoffenheim, 9 draws, of course. The biggest win for Mainz was a 5-1 win, scoring 53 goals in those 31 matches, 1.71 goals a game on average. Hoffenheim, 4-0 win, the biggest, scoring 48 goals in those 13 matches, 1.55 goals a game. Hoffenheim on 50% form for them right now, winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. They are 8th, 36 points for the season. Mainz, of course, all the way down into 16th with just 23 points for the campaign. They're on 50% form for them right now. However, unbeaten in the last 3, just 1 defeat in the last 5. Last time around, they're over at Mainz at the Miwa Arena. It was a 1-0 win for Mainz back in March 2023. The reverse fixture in Hoffenheim was a 1-1 draw. That was way back in November 2023. The odds here, 20-19 on as your Mainz. They are overwhelming favoured here. 3-1 is your draw, 12-5 is your long shots here. I'm going to go with a draw here, point apiece. However, the bookies fancying Mainz on this one. We've broken the back of it now into the back end of it. Is Bochum against Heidenheim. Of course, over at the Vonover Ruhrstadion, played each other 16 times since 2012. We've got 9 wins for Bochum, we've got 4 wins for Heidenheim, we've got 3 draws, of course. Bochum, though, 3-0 in the biggest, scored 28 goals in those 16 matches, 1.75 goals a game. Meanwhile, Heidenheim, with a 5-0 win, their biggest, scored 18 goals in those 16 matches, 1.13 goals a game as well. Heidenheim on 33% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 4, 10th for the table, 33 points for the campaign. Bochum, without a win in the last 5 matches at least. In fact, they one in the last, at least the last 6. 26. They are 15th for the table, 26 points for the season, 8% form, of course. Last time around, over at the Vanover Ruhrstadion, it was a 3-0 win for Bochum back in the Zweite Bundesliga. In fact, Bochum are unbeaten against Heidenheim over that, at least the last 6 games, picking up 5 wins and a reverse draw, which was back in November 2023. The odds for this one, though, we're looking at, what are we looking at? 21 to 20 is your Bochum, 23 to 10 is your Heidenheim, 11-4 is the draw here. Can't call it myself. Going to go with another draw, point to the bag, and I think Heidenheim will be happier than Bochum. Meanwhile, Stuttgart against Frankie, that's right, come at you over at the Mercedes-Benz Arena, played each other 48 times since 1992. 21 wins for Stuttgart, 14 wins for Frankie. We've got 13 draws, of course. Stuttgart, 4-0 win, their biggest, scoring 86 goals in 48 matches, 1.79 goals a game. Frankie, 4-0 win, their biggest, scoring 72 goals in 48 matches, 1.50 goals a game. Frankfurt, though, what we're looking at, without a win in the last 3, they're on 58% form for them right now, 6th in the table, 42 points for the season against the Stuttgart side. Unbeaten in at least the last 7 games, winning 4 of the last 5, 83% form for them. They are 3rd with 60 points for the season as well. Last time around, over at the Mercedes-Benz Arena, it was a 3-2 win for Frankie. That was way back in February 2023 in the semi-final of the DFB Pokal last season. Last time played in the league at the Mercedes-Benz Arena, also a 3-1 win for Frankie back in September 2022. The reverse fixture, though, a win for Stuttgart back in Frankfurt, November 2023. However, also one of major stat here, the last time the home side won this game was way back in March 2019 when Frankfurt won at home against Stuttgart, 3-0 winners way back when. 20-11 on is your Stuttgart, 7-2 is the draw, 70-4 is your away win. Tight on this one, but Stuttgart with a win. 2-1 win, breaking that hoodoo and picking the home points, picking the points for the home side. Into the final 2, it's Darmstadt, Freiburg, Sunday, April the 14th. That's right, come at you. At the Merckstadion am Bullenvater. Played for the 4 times in 2016. 1 win for Darmstadt, 2 for Freiburg. 1 draw, of course. Biggest win, the only win for Darmstadt. 3-0 win, scoring 5 goals in those 4 games. 1.25 goals a game on average. Freiburg, though, 3-1 win, the biggest, scoring 5 goals in those 4 games. 1.25 goals a game on average as well. Freiburg, 50% form for them right now. 1-3 and lost 3 over the last 6. They are 9th. 36 points for the season. Darmstadt are rock bottom, 18th. Just 14 points all campaign. Haven't won in the last 22 games. They're going down, of course. However, last time I played each other in Darmstadt back in April 2017, it was a 3-0 win for Darmstadt, and the reverse fixture in Freiburg back in November was a 1-1 draw. Goodness gracious me. The odds for this, 3-1 is your Darmstadt, 5-4 on is your Freiburg, 14-5 the draw here. It's going to be a 2-0 win for Freiburg as Darmstadt are shite. Next up we have Leverkusen against Werder Bremen. Can they add it to another one to the win column? Another big step towards that title at the Bay Arena. Played each other 66 times in 1982. 21 wins for Leverkusen, 23 wins for Bremen, 22 draws, of course. Leverkusen, 6-2 win, their biggest, scored 116 goals in those 66 games, 1.76 goals a game on average. Bremen, 4-1 win, the biggest, 102 goals scored in 66 matches, 1.55 goals a game. Bremen, 8% form for them right now, haven't won in the last 7 matches, 12th in the table, 31 points for the season, up against 100% form. That is Leverkusen, nailed on home win, we already know, unbeaten in I don't even know how long, top of the table, 76 points for the season as well. Last time around, though, over at the Bay Arena, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2022. The reverse fixture over at Bremen, 3-0 winner was for Leverkusen back in November. Bremen's last win was in Leverkusen back in March 2019. 3-1 when it was way back when. The odds over this, we have 5-1 on is your Leverkusen, 6-1 the draw, 12-1 your long shots. That's Werder Bremen here. It's going to be a comfortable win. 3-0 win. Job done. Points in the bag. And maybe, are they champions at this point? I don't even know. But if let's do the quick math here. If I'm right, this is what the table will look like, of course. It will be by Leverkusen. There'll be, 16 points clear. How many games left to play? 36. I don't even know. Can't do the maths. You've got to figure it out. Bayern will be in 2nd spot. Stuttgart then in 3rd. And then Leipzig going down. It'll be Darmstadt, it'll be Köln, and it'll be Mainz still in that relegation playoff discussion. But that, my friends, is it. Make sure you subscribe, smash your likey, and of course, catch me later for match number 30, which of course is just around the corner. But we'll see you soon. But until then, we're done.